Hello people of Earth, it's your pal the Orbital Outcast, Rad Gnarly, coming your way with another low-key broadcast. Tonight is Thursday night, you know what that means. Power and glory! Last week you interfered in a tag team battle royal. We would have won that, but you interfered where you didn't belong. And now you're gonna feel pain at the hands of the Legion of Doom. Tell him, Hawk. Oh, what a rush! With the GWA and Fire Pro Wrestling World. But first, I'd like to say hello to everyone in chat or checking us out on VOD. No matter where or when you happen to be in this great big old world of ours, happy to have you with us, and hope the day finds you well. Oh, did everything I could not to cough during that intro. All right, only had a few of those in me, so let's first off boo on you for not switching over to our fancy transition. Let's get down to the offices of the GWA. Oh, the high five worked. That's the first time this week. He takes what you can get. Let me just do a quick. Alright, we're definitely where we need to be. Alright, I don't need to do much management here because, as you can see, I don't have the option to offer a contract because we already hired somebody. I've sent off 2 scouts for 6-month journeys, as I've now learned that doesn't necessarily take that long. They are just up to 6 months. So we're looking for Strong Style in Japan, we're looking for Kings Road in America. If we can find some decent talent there, because obviously we're trying to become #1 in America, and then I would like to try to rise our popularity in Japan because it's our easiest foothold to get in due to the nationality of some of our talent roster, and then we can do Europe before Mexico probably because we only really have Rey Mysterio in Mexico. Mind you, we did do that one benefit show for them, so we have a tiny presence in that area. But that's like, in terms of game time, that's years ahead. We're still building international renown, mostly focusing on the local aspect of things. And the other thing that I did, other than hiring a new piece of talent, was I expanded our gym another level. So over the next 6 months, I think, yes, because we now have 26 out of 32 rosters. So over the next 6 months of shows, over the next 3 weeks, we'll be filling out the rest of that. I think obviously we need to concentrate, well, not obviously, but obviously, at least to me, I'm going to concentrate on evening out things and filling out the junior division, as we just acquired someone for our heavyweight division. Mind you, I had to turn them into a heavyweight by tweaking their edit. So that might give you a hint. They are somewhat aligned with someone already on our roster, so it was quite easy to get their contact info, I can tell you that much. Now, we don't have any grudges, we don't have any grudges with promotions at the moment, but we definitely have a grudge match. I have a note from last week that Naomichi Marufuji will be facing Samoa Joe somewhere on this card. I'm going to book that one first and just try putting it in different spots in the main event to see, like, the draw of that match and that match alone. Just for my own amusement and information, really. Obviously, we're going to do normal matches. I wish you could mix these up. If they did an update where I could do a couple normal matches of the Kings Road style and then say a cage match with very specific rules where, you know, you can't climb out, obviously, even though that is an option in game, but I would make it so you couldn't climb out, but it was just like, you know, a cage match, or an SWA rules match is essentially last person standing. Like, if you can bludgeon your opponent to the point where if they don't answer a standing 8 count, it's over, but you get to still do most of your wrestling stuff. Or like a straight up UFC fight for no reason, or a K1 sort of standing martial arts match, you know, like kickboxing type of thing. Anyway, hopes and wishes and dreams. Anyway, we're gonna keep Mankind as the referee unless the only other option better than, ooh, that's tempting. No, but based on my booking, I don't think he's going to be available. Okay, American Urban, Large Hall. The first match we're booking for absolutely no reason that I can think of, unless either competitor holds a title. Let me double check the roster sheet here. Ugh, I moved my clipboard and I immediately am full of regret. It's not where it was before. I thought this would be more efficient. It is not, as you can hear me flipping it there. Let's see. No, this is literally for Pride. That's awesome. One of the rare non-title matches that's going to be heavily featured. Let's say the winner of the match gets a title shot. I mean, both of them are probably going to get a title shot in the next show, but guaranteed the winner will. That's just going to be on me to remember whom that is. First off, let's just do a quick scan. Oh, this is going to give away who our new signee is, but I don't even care. You'll see the name and recognize it as we go by. Good condition. Oh, Matt Robinson should be sitting out. Okay. Alright, we're pretty good there. Everything's fine. Okay. Everyone's good. Still good. I'm giggling to myself because here it comes. Here comes our new signee. Oh, looking pretty good there, Finn. See you in the ring there later, buddy. Everybody else is in good condition, huh? Just Matt Robinson? Okay, that's all I saw. So just Matt Robinson has to sit out. That's unfortunate. Does he have anything? That's unfortunate for the industry, but everyone else seems to be a-okay. Good or normal. Oh, everyone's is good. Good. Straight up good. Just in poor condition. Well, he overworks himself, does Matt Robinson. Alright. So first and foremost, we're going to book this dream match that the world is clamoring for. One of our junior roster members, Naomichi Murafuji, has major beef. Oh, we're going to put him in old school Murafuji gear too. Major beef with a beefy boy in Samoa Joe. Let's see if we can do an old school version of him too. Oh no, that's right, I destroyed the fourth one. I guess I didn't end up replacing that. Silly me. Alright, we're going to go with green tights anyway. I thought I had re-downloaded the edit so that it had fixed itself. Or maybe I did download it and I just haven't applied it yet. There, that, in the opening match, brought in almost 6,000 people. Oops. Let's, what if we swap, this doesn't really matter at the moment where we put it on the card, right? Yeah, because it's still... Alright, so let's assume... I wonder if I can skip matches 1 and 2. That'd be weird. Let's do it anyway. And build downward. Alright, so that's going to be our main event for now. And we're going to see once I book this GWA title match. Who do I want against Danny Bryan? There's definitely an ongoing professional rivalry between the industry and Dragon Dojo. He's faced Jack Howard a ton. Thomas Walker has his own belt, doesn't deserve a shot at any. David Houston, Danny Bryan. I don't really want that. I feel that's too similar. Let's see who we got here. Anywhere in the heavyweight division here. Newcomer Shane Taylor, that would be wild. We did Shinsuke already. Cash Wheeler hasn't gotten on the card in a while, but we'll give him a shot at something else. No, those two are I'm gonna put Doc and Finn together odds against the tag champs, which are Will Ospreay and Mark Andrews. Man, just for fun, we're gonna do Daniel Bryan, Darby Allin. I don't know why. We're just gonna go for it. Okay, buddy. That brought some people. Now, if we swap wrestlers, is that more or less people? It's the same. Okay. Well, you guys can still definitely main event. Well, if it's the same, then actually you can set my main, since it's not a title match. Because you bet your bottom dollar that a lot more of these matches will be. We're going to put the tag team in on display way up here, because this is where we're going to highlight our new signee, Doc Gallows. Oh man. You know what? I mean, if I'm gonna bring him in, oh, he matches the first outfit too, with the paint and everything. Oh, the intro really took it out of my throat. Finn and Doc versus Andrews and Ospreay. Face Paint Club. Okay, we're half full, and we booked 3 matches. see what else we can do here. Titles, of course. I need to double check the rules, but I believe I configured them already, but you know me, I'm gonna have to check them anyway. Johnny Gargano. Obviously I want to highlight our championships at the end of the show. Like, they're the main event belts. These are the big ones. All the others are sort of scrambling underneath belts. Okay, so Johnny Gargano needs a challenger. I like that. See, we have one contender possibly in the industry. Ooh, David Houston, Johnny Gargano. I actually legit want to see that happen. How is Johnny Gargano? He's going to keep going for that Gargano escape, so maybe he can force a submission, or hit that spear or something, or maybe his slingshot DDT, because I know he's got a lot of slingshot moves. This guy, on the other hand, this guy, ooh, the roll-ups, oof, the moonsaults, ooh, this is going to be close. That's going to be a good match. So, if that already gives us 25, 7, 21, what if I put you guys, what if I start, and sorry to do this, Joe and Marufuji. It's actually more, because we're featuring titles in the main event. Okay, but this is still a big draw, so we're going to do the GWA cluster of titles. This is the big singles match that the public is clamoring for whatever reason. And then we're going to give them as many title matches as we can fill the rest of the card out with. So we're going to put, obviously we can't do Doc, and, oh, that's it. We've done these three, and we haven't done Doc. Or we're not doing Doc, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 more matches we can book just on titles alone, and then we'll see where we are with the roster. Okay, so there's no real order to this, but the NWA Heavyweight Champion, that's right. We have the NWA's belt. Wowzers. Who do we want to put against Zeus? We need a big boy. Big boy that wants to fight. Who did I say that I was going to definitely give a title shot to? Oh, here. Cash Wheeler. Nah, that seems like it's going to be boring. My first thought was Walter, so we're just going to go with my first inclination. See, he's so jazzed, he put on Red Sox. Oof, we're almost at capacity and we have half a card. Okay. We're spoiling these people. Man, if we can't get into the arenas yet, eh? The max we can do is 40,000, but we're gonna pack this sucker and entertain the crap out of them. Alright, more titles, because we got them. They're here to be defended. This guy's gonna be opening the show. We're gonna do him and Dash. That'll be that one. Can't do this as we said. Let's do MLW next. Daichi Hashimoto. Wrestling someone outside of... Ooh. Bronson Daichi. Alright, let's do that. That seems fun. A big splash of his. Let's do in match number 4. Let's throw out the Stardom Junior belt. Mustafa Ali. I gotta get Ray Ray on this card. Just in a singles match or something. Mustafa Ali, Xavier Woods. Haven't used Xavier in a little bit. Sorry about that. Alright. Oh, Luchasaurus. Stardom main. I really want to do this just for funsies. We're going to do Luchasaurus Rey Mysterio. That seems fun. We're already at a full house. I don't need to do anything else. I don't have to do a blessed thing. But if I crank... Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, we're charging $100 a ticket. Hang on. Hang on. Let's see if we can do this. If we can... Woof. If we can crank this out for maximum ticket price and fill this sucker to capacity, I will be astounded. Okay, so putting this belt on the line, we're almost there. Thomas Walker, Cash Wheeler. slugging it out for the NXT title, and we filled the building. Wow! Okay, I don't have any titles left, but let's see what sort of competition we have going on here. Okay, who's not booked? Shane Taylor isn't on this card. Shinsuke Nakamura isn't on this card. Jack Howard. Let's do all. Who we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, if we had 6 people, I was just going to throw in a 6-person tag match for funsies. Okay. Well, I can do one more singles, so let's do Shane Taylor, who's new. Needs a little bit more exposure. Ooh, I like that. I like that blue. Needs some more exposure. In our opening contest here. Just a singles match of Shane Taylor. Ooh. Yeah, let's go Jack Howard. I mean, probably not going to be thrilled about opening the show. And in fact, let's go ahead and open with this title match, just because Jack Howard, former world champ. I mean, not reduced, because this is certainly like a showcase match. You know what I mean? Like, we're not really anticipating too much out of it. We'll do that. Third, I don't know why. It just speaks to me as being the third match. I'm going to double check all the match rules, which I'm pretty sure I've done. I just wanted to make sure that I did it all the way down to 10. Yeah. Okay, so if I've done... Yeah. Oop, hang on, yeah. Wow. So, we're going to make $4 million at the gate if everybody shows up. According to this, we filled it before we booked all 10 matches, so let's see. Let us see. I'm going to confirm this match card right away. We're going to have Mankind in charge again. Absolutely. Wow. We're going to save that. This is absolutely our biggest show ever. Everybody's healthy. Everyone's in good condition. Everyone was green across the board. The only person left off, unfortunately, like due to their health, was Matt Robinson. But I'm going to try to see if All Japan's interested in borrowing Shinsuke, because why wouldn't you? He's an S in Japan. And they might pay him for the month. I'm not saying that that's a big, huge factor, but let's do it. Really? We have a normal relationship with them. They're not... Oh, I should have tried Noah. Hi, would you like Penta El Zero M coming in to a Noah show? Wow, you guys are insane. Alright, the NWA. There's one more chance here. I'm going to send Tyler Bate to an NWA show. They're not a popular wrestler, so the offer may fall. You know what? We're going to try it anyway. Wow. I mean, okay. But that's going to be all on you. All right, we have 40,000 people. We are charging them an arm and a leg to get in, though. So let's try to feed half of them. Let's make 10 of these, because I'm using that to justify, like, let's do 5. 5 of these. Towels. We're gonna go big. 5 of these. If these are people who are showing up, they're ready to spend money. They already spent $100 to get in the door. Let's make them think. Well, we're gonna leave those alone. We're gonna take a wash on the photo collection for this month. T-shirts. 3,000. Okay, now this. I'm not sure at all. Let's just do 1 and 1. A super limited run on the DVDs and action figures. Like, you gotta be clamoring for it. Like, we got clips on YouTube and stuff, right? So, still not really big on the mask, even though we have Luchasaurus versus Rey Mysterio on this card. Still not really Because, like, even a production of 30 grand. We're making 4 mil on the house, though. I think maybe we can sell them in 2 months. We're gonna try a limited run of this too. All right, so we're going full bore on this. We upgraded the gym. We sunk a lot into this particular show. Let's see if it pays off. Our event is booked. We are ready to proceed. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes! A larger crowd than we normally see. Is that going to be reflected? Are you going to show me or just say full house? Everything's fine? Yeah, so it is at least a full house. What that means is, even with extra people, we could have up to, like, I've seen as much as like 6,000-7,000 of an overflow for, I mean, mind you, not exactly this size of an arena in this game, but I mean, I know it can happen. So fingers crossed. If we end up with like 45,000 people at this show, that's $4.5 million on the gate, and so many opportunities to move that merch. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, I'm excited. In our first contest, that dirty stinking cheat, Thomas Walker, takes on, geez, these guys were probably tag team partners at some point, but I could say that of virtually any random combination of two wrestlers in this league, as most tag teams are piecemeal. So, Cash Wheeler, haven't seen him in a little bit, taking on Thomas Walker. First two matches are going to feature people that we haven't seen in action in a little bit. Everyone's raring to go, though, to perform for this crowd of 40,000 plus. Once again, the official of record, Mankind. Oh, dang, I forgot to research the name of that polar bear and its associated products. I'm doing our main sponsor a disservice. Ah, right away, Thomas Walker, with the dirty tactics, staying the beautiful advertising on our pristine canvas. That's alright though, as you will notice, the canvas will absorb the blood. This is a common tactic of Walker's, to bloody his opponent, and depending upon their reaction to being busted open, it's sometimes just a matter of time itself before Thomas Walker walks away, still NXT champion. We'll see how Cash Wheeler responds. So far showing a lot of heart, trying to find his way back into this. It's gotta be difficult to see with that blood flowing into the eyes though. Mixing with the sweat, mind you, fairly early in the match, so the longer it goes, the worse it's gonna get for him. Oh, jumped into that pay dirt. See his face splattering, leaving a stain on the canvas. Momentarily, of course. Oh, back to the fork. Mick Foley quickly over there to administer a 5 count. That's right, they have till 5. No immediate disqualifications in the GWA. Oh, avoided the elbow. Cash Walker now looking to build momentum. Counters a suplex with one of his own. Makes Walker into the corner. Solid fundamental offense there. Just driving his shoulder into the champion's midsection. Dragging him back to the middle now. Cash. Whoa, Wheeler gets rolled up. They're deadly. Just a 1 count. You see the pool of blood again. Mankind might think about stopping this. Ref, going back to that fork once more. 2. Oh, and you see Cash Wheeler there. Quick to get up and get back in Walker's face, but the repeated fork attacks, the blood loss. Oh, now he's just grinding his head into the mat there. Oh, look at it pool. Look how thick it got in that one spot. Absolutely disgusting. Vicious tactics out of Thomas Walker. That's not what the GWA is supposed to be about. We used to have a trio of terrors in this league. Thomas Walker is the last of a dying breed of athlete from the early days of this promotion. That's why he and the other GWA originals have formed the industry. citing their performances, their accolades as the sole reason for the success of the GWA. Well, we all know that the success of the GWA is due to you fans out there who show up each and every week, write us those letters, send those postcards. We love hearing from you. Call into the 1-900 number hotline, get those wrestling tips, all the latest GWA news. Listen to Bite This every Sunday on Real Media. Oh, what a diving European uppercut. Thomas Walker leveling up his offense as he senses the end is near for the challenger Cash Wheeler. Yeah, just posing for the crowd there as he hits pay dirt after pay dirt. Oh, and he gets rolled up. Just a one. Crowd appreciates that fight, though. Cash Wheeler not giving up. He'll give every drop of blood, if you'll pardon the pun, to do what it takes to become a champion here in the GWA. He's held the big gold before. Looking to hold the NXT title here. Oh, Walker, though, repeatedly attacking the head. Just taking his time with it. Roll up. Too close to the ropes there. Poor positioning by Walker, taken advantage of by Wheeler. Big spine buster. Gets in position right in the ring. Just two. Failed to hook a leg there. Might have had him. Wheeler now. Oh! Long blower. But no, Anushi Giroshi hooks the leg deep. And that's all she wrote. Cash Wheeler showed flashes of adequacy at times. But, oh my, we have a new follower. Excuse me, I'm not... Let's go Kratos. Yeah, thank you Kratos. That follow-up. Whoa, crowd loved it. The dirty tactics of Thomas Walker pay off in our opening contest as he successfully retains the NXT Heavyweight title. GWA management can't be happy with that, as they have been trying to get Thomas Walker to stop using forks in matches. This is Fire Pro Wrestling World. This is a long-standing Japanese wrestling game series that was resurrected here on PC, as I'm playing on Steam, and on PS4. That's a lot of sort of downloadable add-ons and plugins, one of which is Fire Promoter, where I am running my own wrestling promotion. And I have populated it with, and the Wrestling Universe, as there are rival promotions, with hundreds and hundreds of real-life pro wrestlers. In the ring currently, Xavier Woods there in the orange, green, and white is looking to wrestle a title away from Mustafa Ali there, who just hit that DDT. Mustafa Ali, I believe, is defending the Stardom Junior Championship. Stardom being a Joshi promotion in Japan that is unfortunately defunct in this universe, as it couldn't draw fans anymore once it no longer had singles championships to defend. Both of those titles resting solely with the GWA, the Gnarly Wrestling Aisle, which you are currently watching. I'm not going to say enjoying, as that would be rather presumptuous of me, but we're happy to have you. Mustafa Ali there. Oh! Gets drop-toed into the turnbuckle. It bounces right back. Eats a suplex, though. Both men up at the same time. Still the early going of this one. Bit of a feeling out process. Now they're wanting to be the first to show a sign of weakness, of injury, of... Oh! Big kick to the gut there. Mustafa Ali trying to establish dominance, but now both men are going to slug it out. Oh, Mustafa Ali, your champion, hitting the 054 early. Two! Almost does it! Almost does it there! Hit his finish early. Xavier Woods in a big old hole he's got to dig himself out of. What's he got in mind here? Oh, couldn't quite get the timing right there. Now he's dealing with the X Factor. Quick pin by Ali. Just two, says referee Mankind. Mrs. Foley's baby boy did not get to three. And if you find yourself getting to a 3XL in t-shirts and whatnot, consider Thick Rick. Big and tall store. Thick Rick. Huge brainbuster there from Xavier Woods, but Mustafa Ali shrugs it off. Standing Spanish fly. Back into an 054. That's the second one of the match. Oh, Xavier Woods barely alive. Super kick. Hooks the leg. No, Woods out again. Frustration showing on the face of the champion, but he is still firmly in control of this one. Another 054 to the back this time. Rolls this man over, but he could be too close to the ropes. Yes, he is, his referee Mankind. Xavier Woods gonna come up with something now. Oh, beautiful diving leg drop from the top. Wow. Oh, follows it up. The second, just from a standing position this time. Ties up Mustafa Ali into the tree of woe. Looks like he's going to start working on those legs. Might be a little too late for that strategy as a complete shot, followed by a diving, swinging DDT. Oh, that might have spelled the end for Xavier Woods, I was thinking. But here he is, fighting hard from underneath, trying to get back into the swing of things. Referee down. Anything goes, but both men seem to be doing the honorable thing and just continuing the fight. Soul food! Soul food from Xavier Woods! Oh! Oh, what a combination of Shote palm strikes! X Factor from Ali! These two just slugging it out. Xavier doing everything he can to stay into this one after being hit with 3 of Ali's finishers. Oh, and another X Factor! Back elbow, though. Trying. You can see Woods trying to stem the flow of momentum and offense from the champion. Oh, throat thrust into a quick cover. Oh, almost did it. Oh, counter to head scissor powerbomb. Almost got him again. Come on, Woods. Oh, sorry, that's biased commentating, but soul food again. 2. Another near fall. Ali now desperate to finish things off before Woods can complete this miraculous comeback. The champion panicked now, going for more basic offense. Anything he can hit quickly, like that beautiful head scissors there. One of his patented maneuvers. I don't know what he's attempting from that back grapple position, but it's not working currently. Xavier Woods says bring it on and punches him squarely in the back of the neck. Off the ropes now, diving clothesline. Going off the ropes again. Oh, both men going for something, neither of them hit. Woods the first to recover. Misses wildly with that kick. In response is Ali, another big leg drop. Swinging neck breaker. Both challenger and champion remaining relatively calm despite incredible amounts of damage already absorbed by both. Oh, front drop kick against the ropes. Ali up first though. X Factor for Xavier Woods. You can see who has the most left in the tank. 2, 3. Just like that, Mustafa Ali. Xavier Woods put up a heck of a fight. But that last X Factor just driving Woods' face in the canvas there dazed him just long enough for Mustafa Ali to successfully defend the Stardom Junior title. And the crowd loved it. Isn't that nice? Okay, so we save that because I'm super anal about it. Okay, anything above an 80% approval rating, or average card rating there, is considered a successful show. It means the crowd legitimately enjoyed it. Like a 70 to 50 range is they're kind of like lukewarm on it. Below that, and it's an abject failure. So we want to keep having good matches. In that spirit, coming up next is sort of a showcase singles contest. One of the pillars of the GWA, Hollywood Jack Howard, the leader of the industry, former, 2-3-time GWA heavyweight champion, and certainly the longest reigning champion in our history, is in a sort of a showcase singles match here with a relative newcomer to the GWA, Shane Taylor, looking to make a name for themselves, fresh in from Ring of Honor. We're going to go to the ring right now and see how honorable Jack Howard is going to be to his opponent. In these recent shows, he has shown an increasing disdain of the person across the ring. He says they're not worthy of sharing the ring with the franchise player here in the GWA. Let's see what Shane Taylor has in response to those comments. Once again, obviously the man in charge, the referee, Mankind, barely able to scurry over there to check the submission before Shane Taylor able to break it. That's a good sign early on. Shane Taylor not backing down despite the pedigree of his opponent. Oh, fall away slam. Incredible display of power there. You can see part of what made him a three-time champion. Now he still refuses to tell me the name of that submission hold. It's so strange. Just laughs it off every time I approach him in the locker room or hallways. Shane Taylor now trying to build a bit of momentum, but Jack Howard stemming that flow. Neither men are going to back up in this contest. Jack Howard's going to want to show this newcomer exactly who's in charge here. Shane Taylor, on the other hand, is going to want to show an established veteran of the GWA ring exactly why he belongs amongst them. Exactly why he belongs in the upper echelon of this organization. 1, 2, quick roll up there. Smart fundamental wrestling from your former 2 or 3-time champ. I think 3. Shane Taylor impressing by winning that battle of blows.
5 minutes gone.
Oh, another impressive display there, countering into a suplex. Incredible height on that jumping elbow. Shane Taylor undaunted though. Oh, he might be daunted now after that TKO. Into a cover. 1, 2. Just 2. Crowd appreciates the fight Shane Taylor showing us thus far. Jack Howard. Oh, brainbuster. Dropping the big man right in his neck. Pulls him away from the ropes, but elects not to go for the cover. Hits a rolling clothesline first. Shane Taylor gets an opportunity to counter. Ends up beating a short arm clothesline. Jack Howard has established firm control of this one. Whoa! That might have turned it around. Huge lariat folded them inside out. Going back to work on the head and neck. Shane Taylor pouring it on now. Just like that. Jack Howard able to counter. Oh, fist drop to the nethers. Ref might want to check that. Like may have been thigh, but it might have been a little high if you know my... Oh! Shane Taylor, not taking too kindly, hits a huge splash off the top, and unfortunately can't drag Howard away from the ropes to make a proper cover. Now he sends him to the outside. This is no man's land in the GWA. There are no countouts. There are also no disqualifications on the floor, so anything goes. Oh no, including this! Package pile driver! Jack Howard hitting his finishing maneuver on Shane Taylor on the floor, now just throwing him against the barricade with a fall-away slam, but Shane Taylor counters with a choke bomb and whips Howard into the guardrail on his own. Both men fighting. Oh no, no, no! A second package pile driver on the floor. May have just wiped Shane Taylor out, but he's up and fighting. He's up and fighting. Oh, TKO from Jack Howard there. Gets up, but he's dizzy. Both men up at the same time. Oh, another huge lariat from Taylor. Crowd loving what they're seeing. A third package pile driver on the way. Oh, his poor neck. His poor neck. Howard now retreating to the center of the ring, needed to get some space. I don't think he expected this out of Shane Taylor, and quite frankly, neither did a lot of people in the crowd. What resilience, what heart, what determination, what courage. After 3 package pile drivers on the floor, Shane Taylor and Jack Howard at a standstill, choke bomb into a pin. 1, 2. Oh, I thought he might have had him there. What an upset that would have been. Howard thinks that's it. Drops that fist, potentially low again. And a third time now. Working on that meaty thigh of Shane Taylor. Oh, but Shane Taylor, happy to pop his head clean off his shoulders. Too close to the ropes again. Oh, package pile driver in the ring this time. Howard able to make the cover. 1, 2. No, he kicked out. Rikishi driver. Into the cover himself. 1, 2. Just two, says Mankind. What's it gonna take? Oh, brainbuster. I gotta tell you, I wasn't expecting this kind of fight out of Shane Taylor. You can see he's exhausted in there, but he has taken it to one of the franchise players here in GWA for 15 minutes plus now. Another huge splash, this time to the back. Dragging him away from the ropes, but unfortunately he's closer to the other side now. Real tricky positioning there in that corner. Oh, grunting with the effort to hit that devastating brainbuster. Dropped another fist to that thigh. And now they're trading blows. Shane Taylor wins it with a huge clothesline, but just takes his time, gathers his breath. Fortunately, Howard, the savvier of the two, able to take advantage of the time away. Drops a fist now to the back. Oh, Howard counters what could have been a suplex, could have been a brainbuster, don't know. Howard up, another fist drop. Package power driver running into the corner. Dragging his man away from the ropes now. No, this has got to do it. 5th one of the match. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Shane Taylor, what a fight he put up. But your winner, after 5 package pile drivers, Hollywood Jack Howard, the leader of the industry, making a statement. Shane Taylor making a statement. Your first perfect match. That's a 5-star match. If you want to go percentage to stars, like each 20% can be a star, the crowd ate it up. Coming up next, let's see how they respond to this. Your Stardom heavyweight champion, Luchasaurus, against one of, if not the greatest counter wrestler in the history of the industry, Rey Mysterio. Let's go straight to the ring. I don't need to hype this anymore. Big old Luchasaurus, little bitty Ray. Mankind is your ref. Let's do it. Oh, going for that wheelbarrow bulldog early. Luchasaurus just shrugs him off. Watch that beautiful counter in the corner and just threw him out of the ring. Not impressed by the athleticism of his opponent, is Luchasaurus. All business here in defense of his Stardom Heavyweight Championship. Ray, more than used to being the smaller man in the contest. As I stated before, one of, if not the greatest counter wrestler in the history of the game. So expect a lot of roll-up counters, expect a lot of technical lucha wizardry from one of the best to ever do it in Rey Mysterio. And out of Luchasaurus, look for prehistoric power. I don't know how else to describe it. Might be half a step slow at times, but when he connects, devastating. Loves to whip that tail, as he calls it. Meaning many kicks. Rey Mysterio, though, surprising Luchasaurus by establishing a bit of an offensive pattern early. Nothing too damaging, but it will shake you mentally if for the first opening minutes of a contest, you are on the receiving end of the majority of the punishment. And that continues up. Before you know it, your night is done. Momentum plays a huge factor in matches like this, and now both men just slugging it out. Amazing level of aggression here from Rey Mysterio. He's been on a bit of a losing skid, and you can fail upwards in a league like the GWA. In fact, it was Luchasaurus who requested Rey as his challenger this evening. So you can earn your title shots, or they can be granted. And Rey is trying to make the most of it here tonight. We are 5 minutes deep into this one, and Luchasaurus is starting to wake up. Chops in the corner now, trying to slap the tattoos off his chest. Rey doesn't take too kindly to that. Oh, misses with a big splash in the corner. Rey again, quick to counter. You'll see it. Anytime Luchasaurus is going to try to build momentum to sort of hit his most devastating level of offense, look for Rey to try to cut him off at every corner, and he's one of the best to ever do it. So this could go either way. The younger, stronger, more aggressive champion, the older, wiser, unconscious challenger, almost got him. Rey Mysterio showing heart, kicking out after that huge kudo driver from Luchasaurus. As I was trying to put both men over. The match was almost over. Oh, nice counter there. Arm whip into the corner from Rey. Problem is he's got to drag that big man back up to his feet in order to do most damaging maneuvers. Not a great ground game on either man in this contest, but some good roll-ups. Just a one. Luchasaurus. Oh, standing Spanish fly from that big man. Almost puts Rey away. Oh, counter the choke slam into another arm whip. Oh, not that time. 1, 2. Just 2. Luchasaurus taking a breather now after hammering the challenger Rey Mysterio to the mat. Rey's up and at him though. Off the ropes. Nice head scissor takeover. Oh, counter there. 2. Oh, Rey sneaks out again. Luchasaurus has had enough of this. Out we go. Anything goes on the floor. Both these men know it. Rey quick to get Luchasaurus back inside. A little bit of cat and mouse now. Playing to the crowd is Rey. Oh! Gets kicked in the head for his hubris. Gets that roll up this time. Hurricane Rana pin. No! Got that roll through. Didn't get powerbombed. Oh, there it is. Look for that first thing. Finally hits that wheelbarrow bulldog that he loves so much. Oh, not much on that choke slam. Just kind of threw him down to the mat. And again, sort of face planting him there. And now once again back to trading blows. A surprisingly successful strategy for the smaller Rey Mysterio, but not this time as he gets booted in the face by Luchasaurus. Rey's doing his best to keep the larger man down and off his game, as you see there. Starting to go for the legs. Sliding drop kick to the side of the head. Another roll up. 2. Almost got him. Huge choke slam. Moonsault press. 2, 3. Luchasaurus retains. What a quick offensive flurry. As you can see, he didn't have much left. And if you don't have much money left, why don't you head on down to Jumbo Mart? Maximize those dollars. Get what you need for yourself and your home. Tell them the GWA sent you. All right. Well, the crowd was okay with that. Luchasaurus successfully defending the Stardom title against Rey Mysterio. Ronnie, this is the... Okay, so this is the halfway point of the card. Your 5th matchup for the MLW Heavyweight Championship. Daichi Hashimoto representing Dragon Dojo, headed by Daniel Bryan, against Bronson Reed, unaffiliated, not necessarily looking for a home either, but just a big beefy boy, just a big thick boy that earned themselves a title shot. Daichi Hashimoto is going to want to throw some knees, is going to want to hit that dangerous DDT. Bronson Reed loves that brainbuster, loves a clothesline, and hits a wicked splash off the top. Hashimoto in black and blue, your champion. Bronson Reed in black and red, your challenger. Once again, the referee of note, Mrs. Foley's baby boy, Mankind. Oh. Both men looking to build an offensive advantage. You see Hashimoto starting to use those knees he's known for, also known for a variation of the DDT. The dangerous DDT, first perfected by his father, New Japan legend Shinya Hashimoto. Bronson Reed, as we said, will drop you to the mat, the brainbuster, and he will hurl himself off the top in a devastating splash that you are very likely to stay down for. Loves that hip toss. Loves to throw those hips with that one. Just a one. This is Mankind. Nice elbow there. Hashimoto off the ropes. Hashimoto working from underneath, trying to get back in the swing of things here. Just trading leather. Bronson Reed getting the better of that, as one might suspect. More of a power wrestler. Hashimoto, kind of an all-arounder, if I had to categorize him. A little bit of everything. Real good striking game. Has some good-looking suplexes. Interesting submissions, as you see here with this leg lock. Maybe not much of an aerial artist, but you don't really need that. To be an all-rounder, in my opinion. If you even try, if you have a dive, there you go. That's enough of an aerial aspect to your offense. Oh, Bronson Reed doesn't care about the statistics of Daichi Hashimoto. All he cares about is the championship. Popping his head off to get it. Hashimoto trying to slow things down now with a knee bar. Reed having none of it. Oh, just a kick there in the side. Rolled the big man over. Hashimoto looking to establish himself. He's the champion after all. Trying to carry the pace of the match. You do not want your challenger dictating your defenses. Going back to the legs now. Interesting strategy. Obviously a lot of power in the thick legs of Bronson Reed. Daichi Hashimoto, known for kicks of his own, using his legs as an offensive weapon, whereas Reed uses it more, obviously, as a base for throwing you around. So an interesting strategy here, just trying to weaken the more power wrestler. Hashimoto going under the assumption that perhaps Reed not as flexible as a Hashimoto, so perhaps he could work that to his advantage, but two devastating clotheslines and then a clubbing blow to the back of the head, just pin him, but no, Hashimoto back up in a flurry after each of these devastating knockdown strikes and throwing kicks of his own, throwing strikes of his own, back to the legs, sticking to the game plan is Hashimoto. Gotta respect that as we approach 10 minutes deep into this MLW title defense. Going up now. There it is, the dangerous DDT! Too close to the ropes, though. If he had pulled him away from the ropes, he might have surprised him and got him there. That just seems to have angered the big man, as he hits a big Samoan drop off the ropes there. And a second one without the rope assist. Sends Hashimoto to the floor. What's Bronson doing? Oh my gosh! Over the top! Oh, Hashimoto shrugs it off and hits a combo of kicks. Stares Reed in the face. What's he thinking now? Reed's not going to let him do it, whatever it is. Counter to suplex there. Fighting for something. Quick body slam. Oh, counter into a big backdrop there, but Reed's the first one up.
Dangerous DDT on the floor. Oh, Shining Wizard to the side of the head. Bronson Reed shrugs it off. Brainbuster from Reed. Both of these guys dropping the other on their domes with another DDT. Reed rolled in the ring and dizzied himself. A third dangerous DDT from Hashimoto. Drags him toward one corner. Is it enough? No, too close to the ropes. Reed gets a hand out. Going for another DDT there. Reed counters. Up to the top. Big splash. Too close to the ropes. These diamond corners here are a little bit awkward. Oh, both men back to the outside again. Oh my God, with a backdrop. Side backdrop from Reed and another clubbering blow. Hashimoto's in trouble. If they were in the ring at this moment, it could be all over, but Hashimoto putting those feet to good work. Series of kicks there. Oh dear. Oh, big sit-out powerbomb, but Reed spent. Eats a DDT. Another Shining Wizard from your champion. Oh. Just trying to build enough momentum. Reed there, you can see, is nearly exhausted, barely able to be thrown to the guardrail. But he's got him up. Brainbuster! Reed looking to end things. 1, 2, 3. He got him with his last ounce of strength. Bronson Reed with a brainbuster becomes your new MLW champion. Wowzers. A new champion crowned. What a good match. If you'll excuse me for one moment while I update my roster sheet. Because you better believe I have notes for this game. Got a clipboard and everything. I shall remove the MLW Championship from Daishi Hashimoto's entry in this roster page. And I shall summarily add it to Bronson Reed. One moment. Where are you, Reed? MLW. That takes one of 2 belts out of the Dragon Dojo. Ooh. The other 2 belts will be defended later on. Okay, now that I've updated that, let's go down here and save. Oh, Infected, thank you very much for the follow. It's very nice of you. Let's get this going. Save that off. Alright, so now we're getting into the second half of the card. So now these sort of bigger titles and stuff will be defended, like the NWA Heavyweight title, which we won in a Battle of the Promotions. We sent Zeus over there. Not Zeus from SummerSlam. This is Zeus from Japan. We sent Zeus over there and they beat James Storm, who was the NWA Heavyweight Champion at the time, bringing that belt here to the GWA. And Walter is absolutely salivating to get at Zeus and a shot at this belt. Walter is going to be looking for a choke of some sort, or to just chop your chest into raw hamburger meat. And Zeus is going to look to hit the jackhammer. So let's see which behemoth, to be quite honest, gets their way in this one. Once again, your referee is Mankind. Walter right away, knocking the champion to the canvas. And again, with a quick leg grab suplex there. Walter coming out of the gate in a fury. Zeus responds with a quick body slam. Wow, Walter again counters. The opening minutes of these contests, obviously. Champion and challenger both looking to establish themselves. Series of chops there from Zeus. Expect to see a lot of those in this matchup from both men. Whoa, ducked underneath that blow. Going fast and furious now. Both of these men taking the fight to the other. Not to be outdone is Zeus. Oh, a big headbutt from Walter. Another clubbing blow. Just big meaty men slapping meat, as Big E would describe it. Walter working Zeus into the corner now. Could be looking for some sort of superplex. Oh! Might not need it after that clothesline, folded him inside out. Pulls him back up though. Not content. Didn't think that was going to do it. Drops him with a side slam and was intent on more punishment. Before this exchange of blows, fends off Zeus's attempt there to sway things to his side. But a quick combo of elbows could do the trick. Zeus starting to come back. Big chop sends Walter down. Series of them does the same. Oh, suplex sends him outside. I thought perhaps Zeus was going to follow him up, as there are no rules outside there. But he elected. Oh, neck crank suplex from Walter. First introduced that in his match with Daniel Bryan. There it is. Just wants to smother you. I don't know what he calls his finish it, but I like calling it the little spoon. Or the big spoon, I guess. Another vicious headbutt. Just uses every part of his body as a weapon. Oh, he's got the big spoon on again. Zeus here is fading. You can see him slowly etching toward the ropes, but had to break the hold. We're just keep going in this one. Powerbomb too close to the rope. Zeus grabs underneath. Choke slam. Quick choke slam from the champ. 2 count, says Mankind. Walter just waiting for Zeus to get back up to his feet. I don't know how wise that is. Wow, what was that? Don't even know what to call it, but it was fun. Might have been effective now. No. Walter was dazed, but only momentarily there. Another neck crank again into the ropes. Walter, though, dazed in the effort of getting Zeus over. Zeus starting to feel something. Throws the big man off the ropes. Oh, flips him over with a clothesline. Off the ropes again. Another flip right onto the polar bear. Oh. Whatever that is, did it again. Some sort of suplex into slam. Oh, another clothesline. Just trying to knock Walter out. Oh, and Walter counters with a quick backdrop. Can never count him out. Puts everything he has into every move he does. Not the flashiest offense in the world, but Walter strikes and suplexes as hard as he physically can. Every time. So does Zeus, though. As evident with that brutal clothesline and that elbow to the back of the head, but Walter's back up and powerbomb Zeus just like that, too! Almost a new champion! Off the ropes again! Oh! Absorbs a drop kick as Walter! Another powerbomb! Folds him up! No! Big chop there! Huge powerbomb from Zeus to Walter! Stole his move! Walter now taking things to the floor. Oh dear. If I were a fan, I would vacate the first couple of rows. You never know what's going to happen with these two. Oh, thrown into the guardrail there. Oh, it's cool, says that fan. I guess they're okay with it. That other fan wants them to pump up. And I think that's exactly what they're doing. They're pumping up the violence in this one. Oh, butterfly suplex. Surprised me there with that butterfly. Oh, another neck crank. I don't know how either competitor's going to be feeling after this one. All night, everyone is putting it all on the line in these matches. Going hard as those flipping clotheslines seem to be. Jackhammer coming up! Jackhammer on the floor, but you can't defend your title that way. As the challenger, Walter's the first one up there. Now we're back in the ring. Backdrop into the turnbuckle from Zeus. Drags him away from the ropes. Picks him back up. Walter able to counter. Zeus able to counter that. Both men maneuvering for some sort of suplex. As we know, Zeus is going to go for that choke slam and jackhammer combo. Choke slam first. Almost does the trick. Just doing his best to fend him off now. Trading blows, chops, and elbows. Zeus wins that exchange with a big clothesline. but has to take his time getting his wind back. Walter back to his feet. That flipping suplex slam again. Butterfly suplex. I was prepared for it that time. Walter's really pleased with himself. He thinks the end is nigh. If he can drag him back into the ring and slap on that big spoon, it might be over. Here it is. No. Jackhammer. Too close to the ropes, though. Walter up immediately. Suplexing Zeus into the ropes there. Drags him away. What's he got in mind? Oh, I thought he might have climbed the ropes. He could have killed him. Oh, there it is. The big spoon. The big spoon. But Zeus had an arm under the ropes. Had to break it. Powerbomb. Walter pouring it on. Sensing victory. Zeus hanging on by a thread. Another powerbomb from Walter. Zeus pops up. And that flipping slam again. Wish I had a better name for it. But Walter into another powerbomb. Drags him away from the ropes. Working him towards the center. That'll do it. Locks on another variation of a choke. Zeus has no choice but to tap. Walter brings the NWA World Heavyweight title to the Dragon Dojo. Scissor Sleeper doing the heavy lifting there. What a matchup. Every competitor giving it all they got. This is the one that the people came to see by popular demand. The 7th match on this card. Samoa Joe and Naomichi Marufuji was the one that got people in the door. Before any sort of match listing was available. That was the rumored main event, mind you. Didn't quite make it to main event status, but it's absolutely a grudge match that people were clamoring to see, and so we're going to present it to them as Samoa Joe takes on Naomichi Marufuji. Now I know I'm probably, probably already saying it, but I'm just being supreme about that because I have to. Okay, double check. Take the NWA title off of Zeus. Give it to Volta before I do anything else. Oh! Samoan drop right out the gate. Whoop! Missed that back elbow. Both of these men not wasting any time. Coming in fast and furious with the offense. Oh, Joe. Plain and simple, going to that Boston Crab. Usually sets up the powerbomb. Close on up the ropes. Marufuji trying to dig his way back into this. Joe trying to snuff out any offensive momentum Marufuji may be acquiring. See how quickly Joe pops up from that snap suplex. A no count, says referee Mankind. See, Joe doing everything he can to not show weakness in the opening moments, trying to absorb, process, and nullify everything Marufuji's hitting him with. Well, whoa! Countered there, but drop-toed into the turnbuckle is Samoa Joe. Marufuji looking for any way to throw Joe off his game, break that mental focus that is rendering some of Marufuji's offense ineffective. That roll-up now garnering a 1 count. That's at least a progression. Marufuji is no stranger to being the smaller man in the ring himself. And that doesn't really matter with his fighting style. As you can see there, as he counters submission expert Samoa Joe into an armbar there. You do not become a what? Oh!
Give up.
Almost got him just like that. Coquino clutch. Put Marufuji away very quickly, but you can see he's got a bit of experience
in mixed martial arts and submission wrestling. As I started saying, you don't become a 20-plus veteran of Japanese wrestling without knowing the ground game. Don't know that he's quite the expert that Samoa Joe is, though, as he's looking to press the advantage. He started out... Oh! Beautiful bridge on that German, but too close to the ropes. Joe able to kick his legs over. Back into that roll-up. Two now. Getting closer and closer every time. Just trying to chip away at the offense, the advantage that Samoa Joe has been displaying since that early Samoan drop off the ropes that opened this contest some 7 minutes ago. Marufuji has been fighting his way back into this one since then. Oh, Uranagi from Joe. Marufuji up first. Another drop toe there takes him down. Super kick to the back. Joe now, I thought he was going to clutch him. Snap suplex from Joe. Oh, Emerald Frozen out of nowhere from Naomichi Marufuji. Joe trying to shrug it off. Shiranui. Pin him. 1, 2. Oh, almost did him in. Marufuji hitting both of his finishers in a row there. Joe able to kick out and hits an exploder into an STF. Oh, he's angered Joe now. Look at the look on his face. Off the ropes, power slam. 2.9. Looking for a 3-point yay. Whoop, whoop. Marufuji up. Joe just knee him in the gut, trying to control his opponent. Oh, Tiger Driver! 2. Oh, just a 2, says Mankind. Joe getting a little frustrated now. Marufuji. Oh, I was going to say, getting in the head of Joe, absorbing that Uranagi and getting up first. Marufuji dragging him back in the corner again. If he wants to hit another Shiranui, he's got to set him up in one of those two corners. Joe. Atomic drop there. Anything that drops his opponent to the mat. Face first, preferably. He could lock on any number of submissions from there if he has your back. Marufuji Dragon Screw. Kind of a greatest hits of Puro Wrestling in the moveset of Naomichi Marufuji. Paying homage to many greats, including Mitsuharu Misawa. The Tiger Driver earlier and the Emerald Frozen, obviously. Off the ropes. Oh no! Just gets in his face for a drop kick. Just kind of woke Joe up with that one. This could turn things around and not in a good way for Marufuji. Jump kick to the back of the head. No, but he scoops him up for another Emerald Frozen. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Marufuji endures the onslaught of a Samoa Joe. Hits that second Emerald Frozen. Does his mentor proud. Somewhere Misawa is smiling. As your winner, Naomichi Marufuji. Woo! Man, we're staying plus 90 in this average card rating so far. That is our last, I mean, we only had 2, but that's our last non-title match. Now we're going to put all of the GWA titles on the line now that we've gone through most of the other titles that are in our promotion. So coming up next, for the GWA Junior Heavyweight Championship, one of the founding members of our junior division, one of the franchise players, a member of the industry, a GWA original, their words not mine, David Houston, looking to reclaim the throne, reclaim the gold, once again be on top of the junior division here in the GWA. And to do so, he has to unseat our new champion, Johnny Gargano. So, let's see. I mean, I know I already saved, but I'm kind of anal about all that stuff. Let's see what happens here. As always, for this entire event, the man in charge, Mankind, Johnny Gargano,
In his Iron Man gear, eats an Angel's Wings right out of the gate from David Houston into his submission. Oh my gosh. Surprised Johnny Gargano there. Did David Houston, who whips off another head scissors. I say another because it is a cornerstone of his offense. Roll-ups and head scissors. And, oh, going for a second Angel's Wings. Not going to get it that quickly again on Gargano. Surprise him once. Off the ropes now. Drop kick to the mush. Challenger coming out hot. Knows what it's like to hold this title. One of our most decorated junior competitors. Former world champion at that. Didn't hold that title for nearly as long as he dominated the junior division for the first year or so that the GWA existed. So you can see him there patiently waiting for the champion back in the ring there. Mind games being played by David Houston, just waiting for Gargano to bring the fight to him as he now throws him into a paradise lock in the dead center of the ring. You can see if you actually sit on your opponent and pull on their limbs, that move can be effective. If you just sort of fold them up and walk away, it's just kind of silly. Nothing silly about these strikes, though. Slaps to the face and elbows to the face. Gargano wins that war. Drop kick there to Houston. Houston up first, though. Gargano has absorbed the brunt of the punishment to this point as we approach 5 minutes. 2 count only. But a 2 already. And championship defense has to have Gargano worried. Look at the grace with which he leaps to the top there. Nice diving splash as well. Oh! Seated dragon sleeper camel clutch variation. That looked devastating. Up to the top, moonsault. Loves to throw these in bunches as well. Here he goes again, moonsault. Drags him away from one corner, but too close to the other side of the ropes. Oh, recognizes that and pulls the man up. Gets pulled back down, face first, in a DDT. Another moonsault. Too close to the ropes. Referee in great position to call off that pin attempt. Gargano is going to be looking to get back into this thing and lock on that Gargano escape. Oh! Run off the top! We almost had a new champ there, Gargano. Breathing fumes now. He's got to do something, anything to get back into this one. What a dive over the top there from Houston. Leaving nothing in the tank. Doing everything in his power. Wow, what a flipping drop kick. What an athlete is David Houston. You've got to give him that. Just taking the fight to Johnny Gargano. Hasn't even gotten out of the gates, really. Oh, no. Now he's going to try to get him disqualified. Wait a minute, ref. He's doing this in front of the ref, but if you get disqualified, he didn't win the title. You're winner of the match, but not the title. David Houston, interesting tactic there. Had his way with the champion for almost 10 minutes and then just decided to go with the DQ. What a strange statement made there by David Houston. Did he decide mid-match that he was beyond the junior division, having now been a former heavyweight title holder? Curiouser and curiouser. We're going to try to get comments later. Coming up next, though, in your semi-main event, Mark Andrews and Will Ospreay, your GWA Openweight Tag Team Champions, a combination of a heavyweight wrestler and a more junior wrestler, are putting their belts on the line against Doc Gallows and our newest signee from the free agent pool. Please welcome to the GWA, Finn Balor, who will be joining Doc Gallows in a tag team combination. Let's see if they're successful and winning the gold. Doc Gallows, a very decorated tag team competitor, easily earned another shot. Oh my, and it looks like Finn Balor has brought the demon out tonight. That's right, he's covered in neckties, and he stole his sister's watercolors.
I'm teasing. He usually does beautiful body paint for all the good it does. Finn Balor now. Here with Mark Andrews. Tag matches are mostly about singles pair-offs, and as I've already noticed, Finn Balor's chest isn't the same color as his legs or the rest of his body. Could be some sort of uneven tanning application, or perhaps a sign of injury. We'll keep an eye on it for sure. As I was saying, these tag title matches generally break down into singles pairings. As you can see, Mark Andrews will probably stick with being against Finn Balor, and Finn Balor at the first opportunity, now that Will Ospreay's in there, will probably, as you can see him doing it now, tag in Doc Gallows. As the matchup that both champion and challenger want at the moment is Gallows and Ospreay, and Balor and Andrews. We'll see how that evolves as the match progresses. Doc Gallows there in his element. One half of a tag team, so he only has to do half the work. He's got a buddy that he can paint his face with and match. He is happier than he has been in a long time, and he is already a singles title holder in this promotion.
Oi.
Will Ospreay fending off the larger man for the moment, able to make a quick tag to Mark Andrews. I believe Doc Gallows has challenged these two with a different partner for the belts previously, but was unsuccessful. I'm not, despite being the owner, promoter, booker, etc., of the GWA, I'm not exactly a GWA historian, as it is a week between shows, and we have a tiny roster, and they've kind of faced each other before. We only grow one person a month in game time. As you see now, we've switched off to the two smaller competitors on each side of the teams. Are again facing off. This is the favored matchup that we started the contest with. We'll see what Finn Balor can do. Against now, it looks like the champions are trying to, as now twice Andrews has initiated a tag to Ospreay. It seems like they might be trying to switch up the matchup and get Balor in there with Ospreay after Andrews has successfully worn him down. See how long that... Yeah, you can see now they're trying to block, Ospreay's trying to block that tag to Doc Gallows that Finn Balor's going to try to be making. Oh, hard to make a tag with your lights dimmed after that super kick. Side kick to the head there. Balor hits a quick DDT, and as you can see, now that he has the time, makes the quick tag to Gallows. Double powerbomb on the way out to the apron. Something to think about on the way out, and immediately Mark Andrews tag back in. Now you can see the champions perhaps lured Finn Balor into making that tag so they can get the preferable matchup anyway by switching out to a more David and Goliath style of Doc Gallows and Mark Andrews, which we have seen successfully on the side of Mark Andrews more often than not in previous contests. So, interesting strategy from the champs. Is there... Oh wow, I thought another tag was going to be made, as they were going to be thoroughly mixing it up in unprecedented psychology. Yeah, look at him go. This is a new frontier for tag title matches, as they are using tags as never before. On the way out, though, Mark Andrews quickly hits a Gallows pole, but has time to recover as he is not the legal man. Robinson special! Ooh. Balor in with authority. Oh! What a stuffed brainbuster that was! Genichiro Tenryu style. Ospreay into the corner with those vicious chops. Tag back out to Gallows. Trying to go back to that original matchup. Ospreay having none of it. Switched out to Andrews. See, the champions have switched things up. Andrews hit with another Gallows pole.
Just a 2. Ospreay able to help out. Andrew's able to kick out. Oh! Thez press. Didn't hold him down for the pin, though. Jumbo Tsuruta would be proud. I mean, not with it not holding him down, but with the press in general. Mark Andrews getting the better of that strike exchange with a well-placed drop kick. Suplexes Gallows into his corner, but isn't able to hold the big man there. As he throws him off the ropes. Kick to the head. Just a 2 count as Ospreay's able to break that up. Another gallows pull, dead center. Ospreay's got to tag up. Oh, he didn't get there in time. Kicked him at a 3.5. As you can see, Finn Balor celebrating from the corner. The strategy does not pay off for the champions, as switching that individual matchup pays dividends for Doc Gallows and Finn Balor, who win the GWA Open Tag Team Championships. Finn Balor claiming gold his first night in with the promotion. He must be thrilled. Okay, so the last 2 matches have kind of taken a dip in quality in the card, which is unfortunate since they are literally like, these are the big belts, guys. These are the GWA titles. Speaking of, in your main, I just booked this one to be fun. This is your main event of the evening. Darby Allin will be taking on Daniel Bryan for the GWA Heavyweight Championship. Just sounded like a fun thing to do, so we're doing it. Let's get down to the ring. Darby Allin, $150 soaking wet. Daniel Bryan, maybe 200 if he's all, in shape and stuff. Nevertheless, 2 very skilled and different competitors. Daniel Bryan, a technician's technician. Darby Allin likes to jump off stuff. He will throw himself at you. He finds new and innovative ways to use his body as a weapon. Primarily that coffin drop, where he pretty much climbs to the top rope and trust falls on top of you, driving the wind out of your opponent. Daniel Bryan, of course, will be looking to slap on that yes lock, wipe that skull paint off of Darby Allin's face, and make him tap out. Daniel Bryan isn't likely to be easily knocked off the top of the GWA mountain, as it has taken him the better part of 2 years to get there. Both men now feeling each other out. Surprising amount of technical wrestling ability from Darby Allin coming to the fore here. I'm sure Daniel Bryan is pleased. He likes nothing if not a sporting contest. Now the 2 men exchanging strikes. This should favor Daniel Bryan with those mid kicks, but surprise, surprise, Darby Allin getting the better of him with those well-placed forearm shots. Now we see the mid kicks from Daniel Bryan taking effect. Down goes Darby Allin into the S-lock already. Not wasting any time as your champion. Get that underhook belly to belly.
5 minutes.
Taking his time. Not wasting time, but taking his time getting position here. He's looking to put himself between Darby Allin and the turnbuckle for whatever reason. Need to throw him in there and get him set up for something devastating off the top. Abandoning the strategy at the moment, though. So he drags him over to the polar bear in the middle of the mat. Both men undaunted here. As you can see, sort of struggling to sort of find an offensive rhythm on either end. Daniel Bryan being the more successful of the 2 with these suplexes. Oh, roll up there from Darby Allin, but again, too close to the ropes as so often happens. Daniel Bryan able to reach a leg out, break that pin attempt. Darby Allin varying things up, going after the head, going after the arm, going after the upper body in general. We'll see what else. Oh, coffin drop! That was it! Oh my god! He coffin dropped him and knocked him out! Darby Allin is the new champion just like that! first real move of the match, and he knocks the champion out! What an upset! Whoa! That'll be all over the news sites. That'll be all over the news sites. What a wild end! Well, I'm glad the first half of the contest was great. Or of the show was great, because we kind of pooped the bed a little bit with these last three. That's unfortunate. I was expecting some decent stuff out of these. And if this had gone longer, it could have built and built, but wow, what a surprise ending! What a surprise ending! Coffin drop, even though criticals are on low. A coffin drop! Knocks Daniel Bryan the F out! And we have a new heavyweight champion. I actually feel pretty good for whomever ends up challenging him next month, because you know he's going to be putting that title on the line. Wow, what an underdog champion run this is going to turn out to be. Or he's going to get obliterated. Either way, stick with us. Oh, look at all these new belts changing hands. Yes, so many new champions. Whoa, we did it! About 45,000 like I wanted. Oh my gosh. We just made $4.5 million at the gate. Holy crap. Alright, let me write this down. Daniel Bryan, no longer the GWA champion. Let me just erase that part. And then go put that belt with Darby Allin here. Wow, that's wild. Okay, wow. And an open playing field. Darby Allin will absolutely take on all comers, so who knows? I will decide post-haste, obviously. Wow. Okay, so based on how much money we're about to make, oh, that's Mike Bailey and Antonio Honda, I believe, from DDT. Okay, we still made, wow. So we made 1.6 or 1.16 in merch and 4 at the gate. 4.5 at the gate. Nothing noteworthy happened. That's it. That's okay. We have some internal stuff to deal with here. Holiday in America. Okay. Oh, Penta wants more money. Zeus and Marufuji want a feud. Man, Marufuji's getting these spotlight matches. This is great. Okay, so that absolutely solidifies the fact that I'm gonna do a quick show in Japan. Maybe like a 5 or 6 matcher. Not the whole crew. I'm just gonna send, because we don't have much presence there. So Zeus versus Amaru. Confirmed for the next show. That'll get more people in the door. Absolutely, let's do it. Someone from MLW wants to come in? Sure, come on in. Ross is in from MLW. Alright. We're going to put you in the opening contest there, Ross. Nice to see you. Okay. So, let's save this. Wow, $12 million. We already have 114 grand in expenses, and that's just to pay for like maintenance and training center. Let's do all this. Let's do our repairs quick. Yes, the medicine ball, the sandbag, the grappling dummy, all of this. Let us do repairs on our mat work coach. Come here, human, let us repair you. The judo coach also needs repairing. All of this stuff. Let's do it. Maybe they just need like, wow, that's their monthly requirement for supplies or whatever else. We need $1,000 worth of snacks for the lounge, and we need $700 worth of repairs to the arcade machines in the rec room. Sure. Okay. We'll leave all that alone. How we do merch-wise? Oh, see? Okay, we gotta get rid of these. Real close, though. Because we had 20,000 and we had less than 1,000 left. I'm gonna leave these for... That's pretty good. I'm gonna leave these for another month. I don't know if we're probably not gonna sell out of them when we do this quick Japan show, but they're gonna be available. And then after that, we'll get rid of them. Okay, so maintenance, we got rid of that merchandise we don't need. We're going to get more merchandise up and running once we book the actual event, because it doesn't make sense to make too much stuff if we don't have people to sell it to. So, let us now book ourselves. Just a real quick, like maybe five farter, you know what I mean? Rural Japan. We're absolutely just going to do the tiniest of tiny. Maybe a social media campaign. Trying to keep the cost low. We're definitely going to bring in Sex Ferguson as our referee. Oh wait, no, let's do Mario. Well, yeah, let's do Mario. Mario's going to be our referee. Small hall, medium hall. 5,000 in Japan. We're going to try to do 5,000 in Japan with a 5-match card. Okay, so first and foremost, we're going to book this singles. Oh wait, Zeus is a champion. No, he's not. He lost his belt. Yeah, Walter's a champ. Okay. Zeus, if you're feeling well, let's just check everybody's condition real quick. Oh, Matt Robinson is back. No one else looking normal and good. Good, good, good. Normal, good. Normal, good. I mean, probably not Daniel Bryan, but everybody else. He's still good? Is Daniel Bryan? Wow, condition normal. His condition was good before, and he got knocked the F out. That's pretty good. I'm not even noticing, like, well, other than Zeus, who's got, and Shane Taylor here, we got some of these people with, like, yellow necks from getting dropped on them. Whoa, Bronson Reed. Look at all that work that was done on his legs in the last match is paying off. Isn't that fun? Well, we'll give him a month off, too. Okay. So first and foremost, let's book this dream match before I get too distracted. Let's go over to... Oh, yes. Ross Von Erich. Yeah. I'm gonna book the dream match and then I can just move it around the card after. From nowhere in particular, we have Zeus. Let's put him in trunks this time. And you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna face Marufuji, because that's what the people are clamoring to see apparently. And we're gonna give it to him. 1,500 people showed up just for that. Cool. Now we're gonna start to put some muscle behind this. Like the fact that Darby Allin is obviously going to defend his new belt. Wait, did we sign anybody? I didn't sign anybody, did I? Hang on one second. Before I book this event, pardon me. While I burst into flames. I've had enough of this life. It's people's mindless games. So we are, of course, going to scout. Okay, so the one scout found Holiday, whomever that is. We can offer contracts. Who is Holiday? Hello? Unfortunately, it doesn't give me their last name. Oh, there it is. Richard Holiday. Yeah, the most marketable man. Richard Holiday. These are more, like Kit Osborne and Richard Holiday are the two people my scouts have found. These aren't real wrestlers anymore. These are just ones that they've created. So, I mean, that's interesting and all, but not exactly what I'm looking for. What I am looking for is another addition to our junior heavyweight division, as we have definitely rounded out our heavyweight division for now. We got 16 heavies and 10 juniors, so I want to at least get that to 12. So my focus for the next 2 months of contract negotiations will be signing a couple more juniors. So I'm looking for Strong Style or Kings Road preferably, because that's literally the style of our promotion. But if it's something that like moveset wise will fit with what we're doing, like Rey Mysterio is a lucha, but he still does okay audience response wise because it's Rey Mysterio, you know. Like a Swerve Scott wouldn't be bad in the junior division. I do also want to sign a lady. Let me try finally throwing some money at where'd she go? Solo Darling. All right, you're the style we want. You have for whatever reason, you're a popular to be in the States, which is great. You started a C and a C for offense and defense, so we can work on that. Let's try this. They don't like us much. I don't think they like us much. Let's try that, and we're going to be $5,000. How does that sound? Really? Okay, well, since this is a video game, and it doesn't make sense to me that you can only talk to one person over the course of a month, whether they say yes or no. The way this game is set up, you only have one chance per month to sign somebody, which doesn't make any sense to me. So, in that spirit, let us have ourselves a second dinner. Let's give you $10,000. Thanks. Thanks for coming aboard. All right, so we now have a new junior competitor. One moment while I add them to my roster page. Okay. Signed. Now we have 27 out of a potential 32 on the roster. Okay. Alright, back to it. Now that I've updated that, I need to, manage stables, move them from a non-affiliation, or non-affiliation. These four I just, obviously, are just for keeping things organized. So here are my heavies in heel and face. Here are my, actually, you know what, I can just heavy and junior these. It doesn't really matter. Whoops, you do not belong in the industry, get out of there. I'm just gonna do heavies. Okay, 1 second. Click it, because honestly, putting them as faces or heels, all it really does is it's just a way to organize them in my head canon. And I honestly, yep. Weren't happy with the decision, or you for that matter. Uh-oh, well, these things happen. I'm gonna rename these things too, so don't worry about it. Well, you're not gonna be happy about this either. Because Yep. Sorry. Configure stable. So this is just going to be heavy. So these are my heavyweights. They are neutral. These are my juniors. This is going to make things easier for me to deal with on my roster page and stuff too. Less organization. So we only really have the two stables proper, and then we have here's the heavyweights and here's the juniors. It's really all we need to know. So we've hired somebody, we still have a scout out there. We're going to save this. We haven't made merchandise yet. We did everything else. It's time to book the event. Let's get back to that event. Okay, so we're going to, it's medium. You know what? I'm going to go balls to the wall and try to get 10,000 people with social media. Oh, so lucky that we still had Mario as a choice, because those things change every time. Okay, so for just a straight up singles match, we still have Ross Von Erich in. Look at what terrible condition Ross Von Erich is in. So, win or lose, all I really want I want a loss out of Ross Von Erich, but all I really want is a good showing. And if you want to come in and you're in this terrible of shape, I'm not responsible for what happens to you if, things go wrong. So I'm going to be okay with whatever happens. Just throwing that out there. Wow, cool. Let's go with the Bird and Bee attire. Well, that's also classic Bird and Bee attire. This is just like hairstyles. That's fun. Alright, I like the blue. Okay, so let's do that. That got us 200 people. Here's the dream match that they wanted, which was Zeus and Trunks versus Nakamura. Or sorry, not Nakamura, Naomichi Marufuji. Pardon me. There, now we have 1,000 people. Okay, now we can do some title matches. For example, Darby Allin is putting his heavyweight title on the line against Shinsuke Nakamura, because why not? Also, that gets us another almost 1,000 people. Okay, I'm just trying to do a 5-matcher, so I might change the venue once I'm done booking this. I definitely wanted to put Darby Allin out there, because it's my hope that he doesn't actually hold on to this title very long. So I'm going to put Doc Gallows in a singles match, defending his singles title, because now he has the tag belts. Let's see. We're going to give Shane Taylor a shot. Their neck's yellow, but I'm like, buddy, this is your time. If you're going to come for anything, this is the time. Mind you, Samoa Joe doesn't have a belt. You can go for another one. Shane Taylor here. Love your first match, so you're gonna get a shot at Doc Gallows. We'll see how that goes. Ooh, let me do, it's always a good idea to put Ray Ray in a match, because he is insanely popular worldwide. Oh, BBBB. Oh, he may be ruining his popularity. Oh no. Oh well. B's still pretty good. There, that got another 1,000 in the door. Okay, so we did about 5,000. So let's go down to Japan Rural Medium Hall. And then I'll just put a little more... I'm not doing a full commercial. What can you do for me here? They don't really care about Solo Dawing versus Russ Von Erich. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I'm certainly not giving Russ Von Erich a title match though. So let me just add one more match. One more match. Okay. Let's put Walter in there, defending the NWA title against Matt Robinson's back. There, now we got a full house. Now let's swap some stuff out here. You shouldn't be main eventing against us here. Oh, one less person showed up. That's weird. Huh. Because this was higher? Yeah, one more person showed up. Okay, with Matt Robinson and Walter in the main event, and that's enough for me. So this was the grudge match they wanted. That's hilarious that less people are showing up for that belt. Oh, less people there. Okay. That's enough. That is enough. That's enough! Please! Can I sell this thing out? No. Okay. That's not too bad. I'm not getting much out of this. Expenses and ticket price and gate should be even. I don't really want to make much merch for this, so that's okay. I might just do snacks and whatever masks are left over. Maybe photos. But everything else seems good. I'm certainly not charging more than that. This is just a quick sort of, I don't want to call it a spot show, but it's definitely sort of a an experiment, if you will. Wait, did it disappear? Did I ruin it somehow? Oh, I somehow ruined it. What on earth? Well, let's do this again quickly. Ah, go as fast as you can. Oh, yes. Oh, well, it was all for the betterment of the world, because finally I have Sasquatch as the referee. That's all I've wanted. Okay, so we had 6 matches. What was the one that we were main eventing with? Walter. Forgive me for this, I have to do this again very quickly. It was against Matt Robinson. Here we had our grudge match. Or we're putting our grudge match of Zeus and Trunks. I don't know what difference it makes, but it does. Against Metafuchi. And then we go back to title matches. Darby Allin, I'm there against Shinsuke Nakamura. Here we had another title match that I can't quite recall. Oh, Johnny Gargano versus Ray. It's Ray. Another match. Oh, Doc Gallows definitely was putting his belt on the line against somebody. And that somebody was, of course, Shane Taylor. And then in our first match, in from MLW, Ross Von Erich against our newest signee, Solo. Oops.
in blue. Okay. Why? Okay. Social media. Oh no, we didn't sell it out. Does this not make a difference? Why is it even less now? Hang on. How did we do better last time with the same card? This is the grudge match that people are supposed to be showing up to see. Oh, we shouldn't main event with this, for sure. Oh, that's way better. You gotta main event with the title. That's closer. Okay, well, it's about 5,000 people. I don't know how we got it to capacity before, though. Everything was exactly the same. That's so strange. Fickle. Fickle, fickle, fickle. That's close enough. Okay, let's confirm this match card now. I don't know why I didn't confirm last time. I must have messed up royally. Confirm. That's it. That's close enough. Okay, management. Merchandise. We're gonna leave that. We're gonna make just 1,000 snacks. And then maybe 1,000 goods. That's it. That's what we're bringing with. Just a quickie. Okay, we are proceeding as planned. Hopefully, maybe the Marufuji Zeus match will put us over the 5,000. I think that's not bad, though. Yay! Than we normally see. Maybe they already factored that in, though. Since we've never really been to Japan before, it's not bad for a first show that we got about, oh man, less than anticipated. But that's still almost 5,000 people showing up to an unproven commodity based on the name and value of some of the competitors. First up, I honestly don't know what to expect out of this, as Ross Von Erich, visiting from MLW, takes on new GWA signee in the junior division, Solo Darling. Solo will be looking to wrap on that sharp stinger. As you can see, the referee in charge, Sasquatch. Mr. Bigfoot to you. Solo Darling, the first female competitor on record in the GWA. This is an open fight league. If you want to fight, come on down. As you see, the Japanese crowd a little unsure of what to expect from this promotion. They are very familiar, of course, with the polar bear and main sponsor of our organization, but as I said, this is our first trip abroad to Japan. Decided to bring some new talent with us and part of our roster. Certainly not the full thing. Now, we could have been more proactive and tried to send people to different promotions to make them better or improve our relations or just bring more eyes to our product in general by getting our wrestlers out there more, but I just want, like I said, I just want to do something quickly. I wanted to get us to Japan. I was hoping that grudge match that we booked later on would have put us over the 5,000 mark, because I just sort of wanted to do about 5K in Japan, so I'm going to be happy no matter how this goes. I don't know if Russ Von Erich or Solo Darling is going to end this match happy. As this progresses now, as we approach 5. Solo looking to impress in her debut. Ross may be angling for a job, as MLW is, who knows. They no longer have a heavyweight champion, that's for sure. Oh,
big headbutt there from Darling. Russ shrugging it off. The third generation of the Von Erich family is Russ. Sons of Kevin. I believe there's another Marshall, I believe, the brother. They tagged together in MLW. At least in real life. In this universe, I don't know if both are affiliated. Wow, vicious knife edge shot there from Solo. Solo, a veteran of the North American indie scene. Trained more in a lucha style, honing her craft in the northeast part of America. The now defunct promotion Chikara. She was a trainer there, or a coach of some renowned. Learned a lot of submission and lucha stylings, and then developed her own sort of power game, as you can see. Very powerfully built as Solo Darling. An impressive athlete. Would have to be to find themselves in a GWA ring. We do not hire slouches. Thomas Walker notwithstanding. What gets us about him is that he uses that fork, but he could win his matches without it. He just chooses to cheat. Both of these competitors now just still going back and forth as we approach 10 minutes now. Haven't really given the crowd too much to get behind. Sort of a tentative start to the offense here. Let's see if they can ramp things up, and whom can put the other away. Perhaps winning the crowd's favor in the process. More important, though, a victory in the matchup. As Ross going back to that body slam repeatedly, starting to wind himself. Oh, now a strike exchange in the dead center of the ring. Ended with a nice drop kick there from Von Erich. Into a hook cover. Almost does Solo in, almost knocked her out there. Caught her right under the chin with that drop kick. Oh! That twisting submission again. Russ needed to take a breather. Waits for Solo to get back to her feet. Maybe shouldn't have given her the opportunity for a comeback. Von Erich seems to be pressing his advantage. Oh, nice swinging neck breaker there. Joshi style body slam. So Darling quick to pose for the crowd, but probably should have focused on her opponent there as she eats a clothesline. Back to that body slam. Another drop kick under the chin, but Solo Darling is up first. Has to take a bit of a breather. What's going on, Cellulite Heroes? What's going on, Celly? How's it going, buddy? Solo Darling again. Taking time to pose for the crowd when she should be focusing on putting Ross Von Erich away. You can bet your bottom dollar Ross is looking to impress. Solo should be looking to do the same. Oh, big X Factor there. Lama, he's strong. 1, 2. Just 2, says your referee Sasquatch. That's Mr. Bigfoot to you. Solo Darling out of the corner. Swinging DDT there. Into another cover. 1, 2. Almost 3, says Mr. Bigfoot. Oh, nice counter there. Buys herself some time. Back to her feet. Unable to counter that time. Looking for another backdrop suplex. Oh, another swinging neck breaker though. Von Erich's back up. Gets thrown to the opposite corner. Oh, good old-fashioned punch combo there from the Von Erich boy. Spear! Spear from Solo! Almost does the trick. Now the crowd's starting to come alive. So they've really ramped it up in the last couple of minutes. Diving body press there from Solo, taking her time with the crowd again. That could come back to bite her. Yeah, Mr. Bigfoot is very popular in the locker room. A man's man, a gentleman. On another spear, but again, taking time to to pose very often after most of her larger maneuvers here. I know she senses victory, but she should probably focus on putting Von Erich away rather than signaling for it. A diving crossbody there, and now they're dead center in the ring, slugging it out. Oh, huge headbutt from Darling, but she eats a drop kick. As Von Erich is back to his feet quickly. Ross here looking for that one knockout shot. Could that have been it? You think so? Oh, back to the dome. Gee, I don't know. Does he have a stomach claw? I would assume it's a Von Erich. You gotta fear the claw. Chop combo there. Darling working him back into the center of the ring. Another spear. 1, 2, 3. Solo Darling with that third spear. Didn't even need much of a run up to it. Just kind of sprinted into it. That short impact just ran right at him. Wow. Crowd really got behind Solo toward the end of that, and your winner in about 20 minutes. Solo Darling making a positive impression on the crowd in her first match in the GWA. Coming up next, Doc Gallows, who recently won the Tag Team Championships with new signee Finn Balor, puts his singles gold on the line, the GCW heavyweight title, against Shane Taylor, who impressed in a singles contest last month against Jack Howard, was on the losing end of that contest, but still impressed officials enough to fail his way upwards into a title match. Doc Gallows was easy to say yes because he figured he might be worn out. Shane Taylor, bit of a dodgy neck in this one. See what happens. Once again, the referee in charge, Mr. Bigfoot. Oh, Sally, you're a fan of Solos as well? Yeah, I've been working a way to try to get her onto the roster for a while now. Big fan of her and Officer Magnum and the whole crew. Shane Taylor not backing down here. Walking and fighting with confidence after, like we said, that war with Hollywood Jack Howard last month. Didn't win that one, but man oh man, survived 5 package pile drivers before it was all said and done. Oh, let's see what he can do as he gets busted open early in this one. As we've seen in matches with Thomas Walker, when his opponent gets busted open, depending on how they respond, can make or break their chances in a match. Shane Taylor now. Let's see. Oh, Doc Gallows just rubbing into his face there. Snap suplex from Taylor. Seems to be taking it in stride that he's busted open. We've seen other competitors, Shinsuke Nakamura, who we'll see later tonight, comes to mind. Oh! Hit him with his own finish! The Gallows pole out of Shane Taylor. Anything you can do, I can do better, says Doc Gallows. Almost over, just like that. I don't know what the crowd was expecting here. I certainly wasn't expecting the slugfest we're seeing. I knew these two large individuals would throw hands, but I wasn't expecting the physicality we've seen in the opening 5 minutes of this contest. Might not last too much longer than this. 2! Just a 2, says Mr. Bigfoot. Shane Taylor. The longer he bleeds, though, the more he's going to lose his cardio, so he's going to want to finish this thing sooner rather than later. As we know in singles contests, Doc Gallows doesn't like to work longer than 10, maybe 12 minutes. So look for this thing to really heat up and then come to an explosive finish by then. Another... Oh, steals his move! The Rikishi driver on the floor! Since Shane Taylor is so easily using that Gallows pole, Doc Gallows steals his Rikishi driver. Don't quite know, which I believe it may be called Tailor Made. I don't know what the name of that finish is. I'll have to double check. Pardon me for not doing my up-to-date research. It's the Rikishi driver in my mind. TKO there from Doc Gallows after a bit of cat and mouse. Some jaw-jacking there.
Doc Gallows got tired of it. Looking to put Shane Taylor away as we tick closer to that 10-minute mark. If you think I'm joking, just wait. Only a 2 count, says referee. A size watch. Heavy clothesline in the corner. Shane Taylor, another heavy clothesline into a cover. Oh, almost knocked Gallows out with that one. Oh, a third into a cover. 1, 2. Again a near fall. Shane Taylor. Oh, on the receiving end of that devastating swinging neck breaker. Gallows' fanciest move almost puts Shane Taylor away, but doesn't quite do the job. Into the corner now. Shoulder thrust from the champion. Doc Gallows taking a bit of a breather. Shane Taylor gathers himself, gets back to his feet. Suplexes big Doc Gallows over. The big large Doc Gallows. Gallows bowl. 1, 2, 3. That'll do it. Take a look at your clock. At around 10 minutes, Doc Gallows, before the beer gets warm in the locker room, will either win or lose. In this case, he successfully retains the GCW title with a Gallows pull, but not without a heck of an effort from Shane Taylor, who continues to impress. Still looking for his first win, though. Coming up next, for the junior title, we shipped Johnny Gargano down here, and we brought Rey Mysterio to try to fill some seats. Rey Mysterio on quite the losing streak, but again, we fail upwards in this league. Getting a shot in Japan. That may or may not count. No, I'm kidding. We can't do non-canonical house shows, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how this goes, but I'm okay if Rey wins the belt. It's just a nice match for the Japanese audience. We're trying to put our best foot forward without doing too much or spending too much. We're gonna lose money on this thing, but that's okay. Rey Mysterio looking to bounce back after an aggressive contest, a heated battle with Luchasaurus last month. He was on the losing end of that, but that's alright. He's shrugs those things off once you hit 30 years plus in a career. Those sorts of things don't really matter anymore. You just sort of look for the next opportunity, and if you have a resume as long and as storied as the Rey Mysterio, you can kind of pick and choose your shots. And when the opportunity arose to face Johnny Gargano for the GWA Junior title in Japan, both men jumped at the chance to fulfill a wish of Rey's and getting one more title shot and put together a dream match for Gargano, who obviously grew up a fan of Mysterio. You can't be a wrestler under 6 feet tall that started training in like the late 90s who didn't take a little something from Rey Mysterio. You know what I'm saying? And in turn, he borrows from the greats as well, as he might bust out a code red later. If these elbows to the face don't do the trick, both men just laying down the heavy strikes. Roll up. Mr. Bigfoot, your referee for this contest, could cradle either of these men like a baby with little to no effort. Back and forth we go. Relatively even playing field. Saw Johnny Gargano getting up a little slower there, but he was the one that was just enziguri'd in the side of the head. Neither man really establishing themselves. Johnny Gargano somehow pulled out a victory out of that last match where he battled his way back in. Polite applause of that 2 count. Super kick! Running double stomp from Gargano there. Thought we were going to see anything else, but that's what we got. Deep leg hook from Rey gets a 2. Oh, and there he goes into the Gargano escape. He didn't like that 2 count.
Give up. Give up.
No more messing around, says Johnny Gargano. He's trying to put Rey away now. We'll look for him to work toward that hold now and forever after, till the conclusion of this matchup, one way or the other. Rey off the ropes there. Going to work on the legs.
We saw this as a strategy midway through his match against Luchasaurus last month. Northern Lights from Gargano! Almost surprised Ray there with a 3. Just a 2.9. Beautiful head scissor. I don't know how he got around him to throw him in that direction, but he did. Sasquatch! Mr. Bigfoot gets knocked down. But again, these two honorable competitors won't put that to their advantage. It is unfortunate that he got busted open, and there's that code red I was talking about! Just a 2. Mr. Bigfoot up in time to get in position for that count. Gargano thinks it's over. Ray begs to differ as he's off the ropes once again. Another head scissors takeover. Oh, another enziguri. You can see Gargano's forehead starting to swell as he walks around the mat. Certain angles you can tell. We're down to no man's land on the floor. Interesting strategy of Rey Mysterio. Have we seen him getting increasingly aggressive? I guess thinking better of it there, as he continues to rack up losses in the GWA. Getting increasingly desperate and aggressive for a win. Almost had it there. See Mr. Bigfoot. A little bit of blood there. Not going to deter him from doing his job as head referee here. Admire that dedication to duty, Mr. Bigfoot. We'll have you patched up by the time the next match has to happen. Oh, kick to the kidneys. Now stomping on him. Knee to the kidneys there from Ray. Just trying to create some space, some distance, get his time, get his breath back. Waiting on Gargano to get back in the ring there. Ray thinks this is it. He's got something in mind. Another head scissor off the ropes. Been pretty effective so far. Oh, now they go back to trading forearm strikes. Drop kick from Ray. Up to the top. Misses the frog splash. Rolls up Gargano though. 2, 3. What an impressive counter. Missed a frog splash. Turned that negative into the ultimate positive. Gargano was going to pull him back up for something. Never got a chance as Ray rolled him up and won the title. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new GWA Junior Heavyweight Champion of the World. Rey Mysterio. Oh, I forgot to give Penta a raise. Uh-oh. Remind me to do that. Oh, no. Oh, I didn't even book them on the show. Uh-oh. I gotta give Penta a raise. Hang on, I gotta make a note on my roster here. Penta. Okay, alright. I wrote down Penta. Anyway, back to the show at hand. No more office talk until we're done this card. Coming up next, in surprisingly low on the card, your 4th match of a 6-match card. Your new GWA Heavyweight Champion, Darby Allin, who shockingly won the title from Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan thoroughly just whooped on Darby Allin for about 7 or 8 minutes. Darby Allin, to his credit, got a shot in here and there, but Daniel Bryan was firmly in control of that match for all but the last 15 seconds, where Darby Allin hit a coffin drop and knocked Daniel Bryan clean out, crowning a new GWA Heavyweight Champion. Wasting no time in being a fighting champion, Darby Allin is putting that belt on the line here in Japan against Shinsuke Nakamura. Let's get down to the ring and see how this shakes out. Once again, the referee of record, Sasquatch, aka Mr. Bigfoot. Shinsuke, I don't know if he'll know quite what to make of Darby Allin. Darby Allin can't really assign them a particular wrestling style, to my mind. If Daredevil can be considered a wrestling style, he will find new and innovative ways, as we have mentioned, of using his body as a weapon to harm you. He has no compunction about putting himself in harm's way. if greater harm comes to his opponent. And now that he holds the richest prize in our game, the GWA Heavyweight Championship, who knows what lengths he will go to keep it. Shinsuke Nakamura, on the other hand, no stranger to main event status, no stranger to championship gold, no stranger to knocking a fool's teeth down their throat with his Kinshasa knee strike. As you can see, both men now just trading blows. Shinsuke with the reach, easily down some of those kicks into a rear naked choke. Hook kick there. Oh, interesting double armbar sort of submission. I can see he sort of has one trapped and is focusing on the other. Interesting variation there from Nakamura, who continues to work away at our champion. Darby Allin trying to change the pace. We're Nakamura down a little bit. Not been able to get much timing off that. Off the ropes there, but Nakamura, the vet, maintaining his composure and offensive advantage. In terms of GWA Championship matches, we are very close to being in uncharted territory for Darby Allin, as he will be in the longest title match of his GWA career, coming up very shortly. Provided, of course, the match lasts that long. As we have a roll up here, right on the polar bear, but just a one. Says the referee, Mr. Bigfoot. Nakamura sending the champ to the floor just to get a breather. Great deal of respect shown there. It might not seem like it, as he did dump him to the floor in the first place, but he didn't follow him up, because we know it can happen on the floor. Exploder suplex from Nakamura, looking to follow that up as he repositions into the eastern corner, in the red corner. This is a smaller arena in Japan, so I'm not quite sure exactly which it's supposed to be emulating, but it's like a more like a Kurikan Hall type of thing, or like a, it's not like a Budokan or anything like that. It's like a, mid-size. It's a 5,000 seater. Hardwood would be painful though, if it's not like, laminate or composite or whatever the heck, if it's real. Furthermore, nice to see you, Mage Central. Thanks for joining us. That's true. Yeah, a lot of concrete floors in like North American arenas, over top of like ice rinks or underneath ice rinks or whatever. We're in Japan for this show. We're just doing a quick little one-shot tour here. Nakamura looking to make the most of his championship opportunity, his home country, to bring the GWA title to his surfer waist. Off the ropes. Kinshasa to the back of the head. Shinsuke didn't have enough in him to follow up as Darby Allin scrambled away as fast as he could. Not fast enough to escape though, as he eats an exploder. Head scissor there from Darby Allin. Another strategy of Darby's I've noticed is he will take everything you can throw at him. He will absorb as much punishment as possible, including that Death Valley driver, and he'll keep coming back and coming back. Oh, that wouldn't surprise me at all if they just straight up use like boxing rings or whatever in Japan. They didn't bother padding it at all. Leads to lends to the authenticity. Oh, knee in the corner. Shoulder thrust there. He's going to want to position Darby Allin somewhere toward the center of the ring so he himself can go into the corner to hit that Kinshasa running toward the center. Oh! What a surprising spin kick win to that strike exchange. Darby Allin thought he had downed him, but no such luck. Head scissors takeover there, though, from the champ. Eats another Death Valley driver, center of the ring. Spin kick to the back of the head. Nakamura rolling now. Hook kick. Coming up on 15 minutes. Almost double the length of Darby Allin's previous championship match. As we said, he won in a 7-minute shocker against Daniel Bryan when he knocked him out with a coffin drop. Nakamura back to that exploder. Daring the champion to get back to his feet. Code Red. 1, 2. Just 2, says referee Sasquatch. Another exploder into the ropes this time. Nakamura trying to find that opportunity to set him up for that knockout Kinshasa shot. Elects to throw him out of the ring, but Darby Allin straight back in. Oh, spikes him with a DDT. Shinsuke blocks that. Irish whip, another hook kick. Just devastating leg-based offense from Shinsuke Nakamura to this point. Darby Allin has absorbed a ton of punishment, rolls him up! Almost snuck out with a win there. Oh, shoulder thrust from Nakamura now. Again, trying to position him properly. Roll up, roll up! 2! No! Again, trying to position him properly so he can hit that Kinshasa out of the corner. Oh, I remember, like, very few people did it, and if somebody hit a DDT, no matter the variation, that was it. Like, unless you tagged out in a tag match, or, like, they were delayed from pinning you. What an interesting pin combo there! Like, unless something happened to delay a pin attempt, you weren't winning, just like here, roll up from... Got him! Darby Allin survives 20 minutes of punishment! Rolls up Shinsuke Nakamura to retain the title! The Cinderella story gets another chapter tonight as Darby Allin successfully defends the GWA Championship. What a match! Establishing himself as a champion. Wow. Coming up next, this is the one that got us close to 5,000 people in here in the first place. They heard we were going to book Naomichi Marufuji versus Zeus. A couple of hometown or home country boys. I mean, obviously we booked some of their local talent towards the end of the card here. Not necessarily the main event, but in this next matchup, Naomichi Marufuji takes on Zeus. Don't call me Tiny Lister. Oh, thanks. It's just kind of naturally the way things go when things get heated up here. I'm not much of like a screamer or a yeller, but I just sort of like get strangely raspy or whatever there. Throaty. I opened the show by paraphrasing an old Road Warriors promo, and I did both Animal and Hawks parts, including, yes, the What a Rush, and oh, did that ever take a while to recover from while I was doing commentary and stuff. Doing disservice here. The two fine athletes in the ring. Spilling out to the floor, back in the ring. Both of these gentlemen know each other quite well, despite being in different promotions in Japan for most of their careers. They have crossed paths on interpromotional cards here and there over the last 15 years or so. Yeah, R.I.P. Animal, for sure. Yeah, so I did the tribute in the opening there. One of the best tag teams of all time. I'm not going to say necessarily, they're not going to put on 5-star matches, but in terms of, like, people know who they are. Like, one of the biggest wrestling, like, the biggest stars that tag teams could possibly be. It's the Legion of Doom / Road Warriors. Like, with all due respect to the Dudleys and all the championships they've won, I don't think generationally a lot of people, when they think of dominant tag teams, think of anyone other than the Road Warriors first. Oh, overall, Steiner Brothers are, yes, because of what individually and together they were able to do. Like Scott, some of the stuff Scott was doing at his size was insane. Rick Steiner is like a brick shit house, especially when he. Oh, Emerald Flosion from Zeus, stealing Marufuji's finish. Excuse me, I'm almost choking on my excitement. Anyway, better amateur wrestling background, crazy flippy stuff from Scott, crazy power stuff from Rick, and then put them together where they're like bulldogging and DDTing opponents off of each other's shoulders. I'm gonna go Steiner Brothers. More versatile, for sure, for sure. Also underrated as a brawling tag team, and I'm just going to put it out there since we're talking old school WCW, and I recently rewatched all of WCW's entire history. Another Emerald Flosion from Zeus, his own variation that time though. Remember, he'll be looking to put Marufuji down with that jackhammer. Feeling pretty confident now as he signals to the crowd. Oh, here it comes! Jackhammer now! 1, 2! Almost does it. The Ace of Noah almost falls to 1 jackhammer. What about 2? 2.9. So close. Oh, 4 Horsemen for sure. They were all world champions. NWO was way too bloated. If you're only considering like even like the initial 3 NWO, you have 2 world champions and then Scott Hall, who is arguably like the best pure worker out of the 3 of them, but unfortunately is riddled with so many personal problems he couldn't be relied upon. Much like that chokeslam couldn't be relied upon by Zeus to put away Naomichi Marufuji, who is working at a great deficit in this match so far. Gotta do something, and something quick, to get back into this one. So as I was saying, underrated early WCW brawling tag team. Always enjoyed their matches, especially when they got into the crowd and stuff. I'm gonna say it, the Nasty Boys were a lot of fun in WCW. Jackhammer! 3 count from Zeus. It was only a matter of time. Once he established dominance on Marufuji, he did not let up. And your 3rd jackhammer does the trick. Not the best match of the show, but the crowd appreciates it nonetheless. And we're well over 80. We're over 80 still. So they won't be too disappointed with the semi-main. And coming up, your main event of the evening. And our last show. Or sorry, yeah, our last show of the week. As we do two a week now, as our main shows are now 10 match cards. They're gonna be like 2-hour shows. I know, kayfabe stuff would be great. I gotta put all this stuff in myself. But, you know, that's part of the fun of it for me too, is the headcanon that I'm literally creating on the fly. And I apologize if it doesn't ever make any sense, because week to week I don't really maintain it unless I kind of remember, and that's why I keep notes. But I'm just doing my best. Yeah, I believe you've mentioned Journey Wrestling before. I did check that out. It's more text-based than anything right now. Have you ever tried... I know M. Dickey does a lot of stuff where you can pretend to be in charge of... not pretend, but like you can run a promotion, or you can just run a... or just, you know, make matches or whatever. I know M. Dickey does a bunch of stuff. Jeez. It's breaking my heart that I can't remember of it, but it's like Total Extreme Warfare. How about TEW? Is that the one? Is that Adam Ryland? No. Or something like Grey Dog Software or something like that. I can't remember, but like TEW or whatever. That would be amazing. You might want to investigate Fire Pro beyond just the streams I do, because there are Fire Pro streamers where they essentially run cards, but all the wrestlers featured are wrestlers created by the community, essentially, like the people, and then they actively participate in leagues by like doing promos in message boards and stuff like that, and then you can actually watch your athlete or play as your athlete because it has online play, and actually like be a wrestler in a promotion type of thing. So I appreciate that offer, sir, or madam, or neither, or both. Solo show at the moment. We'll see. My internet can barely support streaming as it is. So we'll see. Oh! Looking for that pedigree.
Walter will just chop you down like he's not the Redwood. Matt Robinson will go strike for strike, kick for kick, tit for tat. Try to put you away with that devastating pedigree that has injured people in the past. Put stablemate Thomas Walker out for 4 months at a stretch once. All it did was bond the two men. The respect grew between them. Whoa, Walter now resulting in weaponry. Hoisting his own petard as he is pedigreed onto the chair. Knees onto the chair and then pulled into a Boston Crab. Amazing strategy there from Matt Robinson, trying to take the legs out from Walter. Oh, eats a neck crank suplex on that chair though. Again, there are no DQs or countouts on the floor. There is a 5 count for disqualifications once you're in the confines of the ring here in the GWA. Oh, Gorilla and Bobby, to me, that's the ultimate chemistry. They did just enough calling of what was going on in the ring, just enough fun banter, and like 1,000,000% you could tell how much they loved each other and were like real good friends during the whole thing too. Like, oh yeah, that's the sweet spot for me. I would love to hear Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan in their prime calling like Wrestle Kingdom, and just like they would just be blown away by what was going on in the ring. That would be amazing. Again now, getting distracted during our main event. Walter is singularly focused, and bless him for that, as he is just a destruction machine. As Matt Robinson looks to put him out of order with that Emerald Trojan 2! Almost puts Walter away! Almost had a new NWA champ there. Matt Robinson left off of last month's card after complaining of flu-like symptoms, so we gave him a month off to recover. Back with a vengeance now. Here in the main event with a title shot. The NWA Championship, one of the oldest belts, one of the oldest pro wrestling titles in the world. And one would argue probably the oldest. It's here in the GWA. Walter is its proud champion. Matt Robinson, an even prouder contender here, as he is relentlessly pounding away on the champion. Not to say that the big Austrian can't take a punch. As he shrugs off that offense. Oh! Maybe a little disoriented though. Couldn't quite time that properly. Usually goes for a big clothesline off the ropes, but couldn't get it right. Sit out Dominator! Matt Robinson looking out to bring out the heavy artillery. Walter responds with a backdrop. Backdrop suplex there from Walter. Big powerbomb counter there from Robinson. Walter again with the powerbomb. Too close to the ropes though. Sasquatch breaks the pin. Robinson, as we said, will look to dim your lights with that pedigree if he can hit it in the middle of the ring. Pedigree pin, book it. Walter will be looking to hit that powerbomb, to chop you down, to grab a sleeper hold of some sort. 2, 3, just like that. A hip toss and a kick to the thigh. You know what? Sometimes it's the smallest thing, an accumulation of damage. That was strange to me, to be quite honest. Surprise Matt Robinson there. Probably his lowest evaluated match ever. Thigh kick into a pinfall. That's a legit thing that just happened. And that's the end of your main event. That's pretty funny. Oh no, Ross was injured. They'll be hospitalized for 4 months. That's terrible news. The only good part of that news is that he is not a contracted wrestler with the GWA. He was visiting from MLW, so I don't have to do anything about that. I'm sorry that your wrestler got hurt wrestling on our show. They shouldn't have been cleared to come visit. Oh dear. Oh dear. So I don't have to, like, that's not anyone actually lost on my roster. I mean, I feel bad for you, buddy, that you're going to miss 4 months of work, but the MLW will be covering your expenses. Sorry about that. Congrats on running a flawless show. Ready to book a bigger venue in Japan? I don't think so. I want to consistently sell out the 4,000 seat, or excuse me, the 5,000 seater before we go into bigger. You're making the Honest Abe Memorial Championship? That's pretty dope. I was aware of some aspects of his history. I wasn't aware that he was credited with inventing the Gorilla Press Slam. That's pretty good. That's not a bad loss. That's not too bad at all, given the circumstances. I'm fine with that. Nothing noteworthy happened, but I have this note. I gotta talk to Penta before it's too late. Oh. Finn is dissatisfied with the way you're running things and wants to have a word. You just got here, buddy. Okay, what's up? How will you talk your way out of this? Offer a bonus, promise better treatment, or give a passionate speech. Whoa, this is fun. I've never had this happen before. Should I treat them better? Give them money. Let me throw money at them. Yeah, sure. Nakamura wants cash. Daichi wants cash. Andrews wants cash. Oh my god. Ali wants cash. I'm just gonna go money for now. Hang on before I do anything else. Consultations. Okay, so the one last month that I didn't get to is Penta. Hi, buddy. Yeah, we're gonna go as high as we possibly can for anybody that wanted. Who else? Daichi Hashimoto. Yeah, some of these guys I'm paying peanuts, so... I don't remember everybody. Oh no. Oh, Mustafa Ali was definitely one of them. Yeah, because you're not making a ton, and we've been hiring people that make like 5 times what you make a month. Okay. Andrews, I believe, was one of them. There, I'm so sorry, buddy. Like $1,200 a month, whether we book you or not. That's not great. I'm not gonna lie, that's not great. Okay, who else is low? Penta, we just dealt with you. Marufuji, not too happy with us for whatever reason. Finn Balor hates us. Or that should change. That should change. Zeus, it's fine. Everyone else is okay. Wow. Okay, so I think that was everybody. Oh, what did they take away for the first Raw? Probably nothing. It was probably like a freebie they had to do. As maybe they like called it a pilot or something, so they didn't have to pay them. It wouldn't surprise me if they tried to screw them out of... Oh, $25? Wow. I mean, free catering and whatnot. Woof. Okay, so we dealt with all that. I dealt with Penta. I dealt with everybody else that needed a raise, or I think I did. Oops. I'm just gonna do all my repairs, because I like to do that. Hey, JC Official, what's going on? The A in GWA stands for Isle. I wanted a promotion where all 3 words started with silent letters. So, since I'm Rad Gnarly, it's the Gnarly Wrestling Isle. Just for funsies. Thanks for cruising on down the Gnarly Wrestling Aisle, the GWA. I miss when the wrestling promotions ended their acronym with like Federation or like something that indicated that they were some sort of like organization or body or that like some sort of structure. Like AEW is just Doot Doot Wrestling, and Doot Doot Entertainment isn't. It's like, it's worldly, but it's barely wrestling, and it's not really entertaining most of the time. Anyway. Oh my goodness gracious me, you haven't been here since episode 1? Well, thanks for coming back. You have just a little bit to catch up on. I mean, if you're so inclined, it's all playlisted on the YouTube page. Just look for Rad Gnarly. And, oh yeah, local feds are always the best. That was always great. At one point in time, and these aren't local feds, but in the mid to late 90s, it might as well have been. On the satellite dish, I was able to get like ECW, XPW, USWA. It would also do like classic Memphis stuff, and I think one other in like a Saturday night. Oh, NWA Wildside, where AJ Styles got his start. So I've been fortunate enough to been able to watch his entire career. That was a Saturday night block starting at like 10 p.m. running till like 2 a.m. for a period of time in like the late 90s, early 00s, early aughts. Okay, you're still going in Japan. That was a heck of a time that was. Yeah, AWA was pretty dope. These things have their time though. That stuff is still out there. Like some of it holds up and some of it doesn't, as with most things. But you know, keep those memories alive. There are ways to see that stuff if you so desire. For now though, oh yeah, it's absolutely still fun to watch. Especially all that stuff that like nobody really owns. It's on YouTube or whatever. You could totally do like watch-alongs and stuff on Twitch if you were so inclined. I though am inclined to wrap up for the night and tell everybody that's going to be all for me for today. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching, no matter where or when you happen to be. I'm wishing everybody out there chill vibes and, for the moment, non-contact high fives. If you find yourself in possession of a plethora of positive energy, please share it if you can spare it. And don't forget about your old pal, the Silent G, Rad Gnarly, saying so long for now. I'm going to be back Friday night to see if we can't hang the sun in the sky in one shot. But until then, TTFN. And if you haven't seen me in about 11-12 weeks, we did a little bit of improvements on the graphics and whatnot. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. I'm going to pick somebody to raid real quick. Let's go hang out with Dork Chop. He's usually pretty kind to us, so we'll rate him back in kind. Thanks everybody for hanging. I'll see you tomorrow night, and if I don't, thanks for spending the time with me that you did. All right, take care.